guys, so here we are. I thought I'd do a little run around with the bike, just kind of a bike check, I guess, an updated bike check. So one of my viewers commented, David Walsh. He said, "Why don't you do a little update?" So I thought I'd do the Trance first. So yeah, I'll start with the front here. This was a Trance, this was a Trance 3 as it started. It had all stock Giant parts, many changes. So first up, I did all the touch points. So I got DD, I think they're lockjaw grips, Atlas bars, race face Atlas bars, Chromag Trailmaster saddle. This thing is super comfortable. But yeah, if you want might not work for you, you got to get your kind of sit bones measured and figured out. And then I've got some nuke proof pedals. I run Chesters on the rest of my bikes, just because nuke proof is now the whole chain reactions thing happened, and now they're hard to get. But I really like the Chesters too. If these break or whatever, I'll just replace them with Chesters. But yeah, we'll go down the front. So as I mentioned, the Atlas bars, really like those. They're kind of put me in a nice position. Everything's all good that way. I like the little bit of rise that they have too. I upgraded the brakes from Dior, M400s I think it was, Shimano M400s to the Dior M6120. So these are the 4 pots. Yeah, and then I went and got SLX rotors. So that's a 203 up front, which is the max I could fit with this fork, or not fit, that the manufacturer says I should go with. And then a 180 SLX in the rear. Yeah, again, coming down the front. The big change that made this bike amazing, that I really like, is the angled headset. So I've got a Works 2-degree angled headset on here. So the stock head tube angle was 67. Now it's down to 64. Well, 64 because I bumped the fork up. 64 and a half, I should say. So 65 with the headset. Yeah, which actually decreased my reach just a little bit, but I also upsized. I should kind of be on a medium. I'm kind of between medium and large. This is a large frame. But yeah, so the reach fits me well. Yeah, onto the fork. The Suntour Aeon 35 boost. I upgraded the damper to a PCS damper, and I also bumped the travel up to 60 mils up front. So that's where I got the other 1/2 degree head tube angle. So now it's a 64.5 degree, which is like perfect for like an all mountain trail bike. Yeah, other than that, 1-up dropper post, 180 mil, which comes right down to the frame. That's the absolute most I could fit, with the nice orange matching lever. And coming down, I do have the what is that shock again? I can't even remember. Yeah, it's a RockShox Deluxe. RockShox Deluxe. I do have it tuned for my weight and riding and stuff like that. Nothing special with that. I did upgrade got a new narrow wide Black Spire, which I think went out of business. Narrow wide chain ring, that's a 30 tooth. And then I upgraded from a 10 speed to a 11 speed with an 11 to 52 or 51 instead of the 11 to 42. And that's just a Shimano Dior. So yeah, works well. The drivetrain's awesome. Yeah, the other thing, if you do have this bike and want to upgrade the drivetrain to the bigger cassette, you got to upgrade your hanger as well. You got to get the newer hanger, because that is the stock one's good for the 11 to 42, but it won't reach that big cog. So yeah, something you got to do, something to keep in mind. I also have a new wheel set. So this came with the stock Giant in-house brand stuff. So I've got the Race Face Effect R30s. So it's 30 internal width. They're great enduro, or yeah, they're kind of as like an enduro all mountain wheel. 27.5, and then I've got these awesome Cryptotals, Continental Cryptotals, in enduro and soft casing. So yeah, that's basically the bike. I changed a lot of parts on it. I think the only thing that's really factory is the frame and the stem. Yeah, but yeah, we'll take it for a ride and I'll chat a little bit more about it. Alrighty. So I bought the bike. I wanted something in that all mountain category because I wanted the bigger travel for when I go in the mountains and stuff and ride some more kind of jankier stuff. But I didn't want to go full enduro because Lethbridge is pretty, you know, cross country almost, you know, like it does have some steeper trails. It's got some, you know, decent stuff, but it's not really, if I stuck with Lethbridge, I'd be good with like a shorter trail bike, or even like a cross country kind of bike. Yeah, but this is kind of like my big bike, air quotes, that I would take to the mountains, or a lift assist ski hill or anything like that. But yeah, we'll head down Suicide here. Hey guys. Alrighty, down we go. Nice grippy tires, nice awesome brakes. So we'll take it easy on us today. Some kind of chatting around. Yeah, so that's kind of why I went with this bike, or this category. I wanted something that was good with that kind of riding, and it wouldn't be overkill for Lethbridge trails. I kind of decided on that bike. I talked to a few friends and stuff. They recommended like an all mountain bike as well. So I started looking around. I really liked the Norco site at the time. This was like 2019, and I kind of had a thing for Norco. My current bike at the time was like a early 2010s Norco Sasquatch. So big front fork and 26 wheels, and it was just it was old and dated, so it needed to upgrade, especially how geometry really changed from like the 2010s to the 2020s basically. So yeah, so kind of shopped around, came across a really good deal on this bike. It was on a Black Friday sale and clearance, so I think I got it for around, I want to say around 2,500 Canadian at the time. Again, this is all pre-COVID stuff, so pretty good price. I think I was with pedals too and tax and everything, but yeah, so decided on this bike, and little by little as I rode and as I progressed as a rider, I changed a few things, and yeah, now I absolutely love it. I don't see any reason to get a new bike. If I didn't do that angled headset, I probably would want a new bike, but this has been wicked. So the other thing with that angled headset, it changed the C-tube angle. It made it just a hair steeper, which is more modern, kind of better. When I hung a string on it and measured, I measured it at 75 degrees at the height that I like to ride. So I think that's pretty good. Yeah, stock or factory is 73.5, but I kind of question that, to be honest. But apparently manufacturers have different ways of measuring their C-tube angles. So maybe Giant had a more conservative, way of measuring or however it was. But yeah, so that's the Trance. Yeah, again, really like it. It's a great bike for Lethbridge. I wouldn't want anything more for Lethbridge trails. I still wanted something that's super pedally and climbs well, and because I do a lot of pedal up kind of trails and not pedal up trails and not a lot of lift assist stuff. So, you know, big enduro bikes, not as fun as they probably are. I thought it was too much bike. So yeah, I think that kind of settles the Trance. History on why I bought it and why I like it. So the 27.5 inch wheel has been awesome. My Torrent is 29er. If I got a new bike, it would likely be a 29er, just because that's where the market kind of pushes. But yeah, so anyways, I think that's it for this video. You guys have fun, take care, thanks for watching, like, subscribe.